Well, it has been an exciting tournament so far. What do you guys think?
Lots to talk about this Midway Madness here. We just first want to give a special shout out to PELLINGO'S Auto Parts for their sponsorship.
We love Pellingo's. Pellingo Patingo Bellini, their marble wax, I have to say, is the best feeling wax I've ever put on my marble.
Well, let's just kick it off by talking about those Foresters. What do you say?
It's almost unfair how good the Foresters have been this season. They're just so consistent.
They just started out strong and have maintained their top dog position since the first event.
I mean, you could see it right from the beginning of the season when Grove won both events 1 and 2. Like, you kind of knew that they were coming out of the gate hot.
But you know, you can't do it alone, so we have to give props to Timber where props are due. He may not be the number one player on this team, but he is consistent.
Grove was also maybe the only person to get a bullseye in event 2. What was that called again? Asteroid Leap?
Lunar Leap.
Lunar Leap, yeah,
the
you're
Lunar Leap?
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Talking about the Lunar Leap, I don't know what happened with Hazard and Wade. They probably didn't get the concept. They were supposed to get close to the target.
Yeah.
They were running away from the target.
I don't know. There was some sketchiness going on with the trampoline on that event.
Well, talking about things not related to racing, I have to confess that the Ghosts of Halloween are the best looking team in that whole thing.
You know, agree to disagree. Aquasonics are pretty good looking, if you ask me.
Aquasonics looks like some fans from the crowd just painted some white stripes on them and are now pretending that they're marble athletes.
Everybody likes to have a team that they can relate to, you know? They're the team of the people, the Aquasonics.
That's true. And if there was ever a team that wasn't of the people, I'd have to say it's the Ritzy Rollers. You know, I don't think the announcer can even tell them apart, or at least I can. They look so similar.
They're so decked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? They're in a sturdy third position here, midway through the season. We've got quite a midfield here.
It's packed.
Packed.
Midfield is packed. In general, this is where most of the excitement is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talking about the setting up of the races, the events, one of those, I was quite surprised how dangerous the whole event was. The competitors were falling right on top of the poor
That was a scandal. Event number 6 is clearly what you're talking about. The name of event number 6 was Planetary Strike, right? And if there were ever a group of fans with a death wish, it was the fans standing right behind the dominoes in Planetary Strike.
You know, no risk, no reward. That's what I say.
Now, quite a few of those teams are going on roller coaster rides.
Absolutely.
They're going up, they're down, up, down. It's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen in the second half of this tournament.
But Sub-Zero Squad has been closing the gap for these last couple events. I mean, they from a low point of event number 2, Lunar Leap, where Sleek completely missed his first jump. They've really turned it around and have been posting strong numbers. Their average finish is 5.5. The average team finish is 5.5 place. That's the second best overall in the league. I think that on the trajectory that they're on, they're going to be overtaking the Foresters in either event 7 or 8.
I would also like to comment that Sub-Zero Squad seems to be the team that has the best pair of competitors. They're doing equally well.
Yeah.
And that's actually helping the team a lot. There are some other teams where there is clearly one of the competitors really lagging way behind the other, like the Aquasonics, I'm afraid.
Yes.
And the Navy as well. Wow.
Yeah, poor performance from the Navy the first half of this season here. Do they even have a chance? Can they recover? Or are you too late in the season? Do they just hope for a better pick next year?
Well, they're currently posting a team average of 12th. which is the lowest in the league. As a reminder, there are 15 teams in total in the league.
Correct. No podiums.
No podiums.
Best finish was 7. That's sad.
My guess is that they have been neglecting to reapply their marble wax. Shout out to Pellingo Patingo Bellini's, who makes the best marble wax in the biz. Try some today. It only burns a little bit.
It burns so good. All right. I mean, but just above the Navy there, we do have the Shooting Stars standing strong at 14th place. Also no podiums, but they've at least been in. Well, they've had 2 top 10s, so.
And it really is a big gap from Shooting Stars to the next team, that being Instant Ramen, those slippery noodles. Talk about a team that never forgets to put on their marble wax.
Yeah.
They came in 2nd place. That was really their standout moment of the season in Event 5. I'm thinking good things in Event 6. I wouldn't be surprised if they move further up into the midfield. I mean, Event 7.
Okay.
Or 8.
How about those turntables, too? Jazzy and funky. No podiums, but they've been pretty consistent this first half of the season, especially in the most recent events. Jazzy's been carrying the team just a little bit more than Funky, but I have faith that Funky can step it up for the second half of the season. What are your thoughts?
But I don't like Funky's performance at all.
Yeah.
If I was the coach, I would have sent his backpacking.
Ooh, you're out of here, Funky.
You would have been benched.
You heard it here first.
Back to the marble bag, Funky. Go take a shower.
Could get interesting.
Team Interstellar, and currently sitting in 11th place after 6 events. These are our team's host. This is the competition's host. You can see all the event names are space themed. Are we surprised that Team Interstellar is not doing better, given that they're the host of these events and presumably they've had extra time to practice?
I'm actually not quite surprised because it has traditionally, the team who hosts the game has always had a curse.
Yeah.
Lucky for their rivalry team, the Shooting Stars, the other space team in this season.
There's no Shooting Stars team there are.
Yeah, we'll see how Team Interstellar fares in the second half of the season. They've been okay. Not terrible, not great. They're just chilling.
And it's really, if I confuse 2 teams, it's always Team Interstellar and Full Deck. Full Deck is sitting after Event 6, 3 points above Team Interstellar, so pretty close. Full Deck has been one of our more consistent midfield teams, where in every race but one, in every event but one, they've placed in the top 10. Spade seems like the strongest player of the team, and Ace, the reserve, the weaker, with an average place of 7. Their best finish, though, is Event 4. Even though they came out really strong in the peak preseason, the main season has left them behind slightly.
I just wonder if they will be able to break through in the second half of the season, or if they will remain in the middle of the pack throughout the second half. We'll have to see.
I want to give a shout out to the 60s. They started quite low in the standings, but have gradually coming up. I believe they're now in 4th place. And looking good. And I'm going to actually strongly recommend them to use Pellingo'S wax. I think that would probably help them go up to the top.
That's great. Another shout out for our fantastic sponsor, Pellingo Patingo Bellini. Their life-changing marble wax. Apply it today. It only burns a little bit. Guardian Angels sitting tied with the Ghost of Halloween, which we mentioned briefly before. I'd say between the 2 teams, I'd have to agree with my marble colleague here that the Ghost of Halloween are definitely the better looking. Guardian Angel have been a little hot and cold. I wonder if they're ever gonna show up with an impressive performance to grab a podium.
You know, those Guardian Angels just not really able to find some consistency there. When they bomb, they really bomb. They've had 2 podiums, but yeah, Hazard's finish in 13th place in the second event has really taken them down a notch.
And rolling right along here, we would be remiss if we never mentioned the Spirit Orbs.
The Spirit Orbs and the Aquasonics tied at 6th place right now, each with 51 points. And
I believe in event 6 it was the Spirit Orb fans who suffered the worst of the blows, the collisions from the athletes there.
yes, thoughts and prayers with their families.
Thoughts and prayers with the Spirit Orb fans.
Before we forget about Chaotic Revenge,
Mm.
I must say that the only thing I can say about them is that they have really not going along with their name. I was expecting much more chaos being created by them, but I have hardly noticed them really.
Yeah, they've been pretty middle of the pack, hanging out at 5th place with 52 points, only 1 podium, couple of top 10 finishes, but nothing spectacular this first half of the season.
Now about individual performances, I must confess I'm very impressed with Split. It looked like, individually speaking, he's at the top of the table. Has gathered quite a lot of points for his team. I think that Polar should probably use that as an incentive to see whether they can actually catch up with the Foresters and have a very good possibility of finishing first in this tournament.
Of course, we also have to give a shout out to Grove, finishing first in both the first and second event, solidifying their position at the front of the pack. Way to go, Grove.
For me, Grove has been the MVP of the season so far, and if he keeps up this performance, I think he'll be the clear MVP of the entire championship.